And today I'm doing a whack. Today I'm doing a walk with my wag app, which more and more I'm not liking, and I'll tell you why. So the wag app is how I got my start outside of helping to take care of a neighbor's dog. This is what the wag app is supposed to do. It's supposed to be like, on-demand dog walking, where a pet parent puts out a request for a dog walk or pet sitting, and then someone who's close by responds to it and says, hey, I'm available. And the pet parent can choose that person or anyone else who has, put themselves out there as available. That's the first problem I have with it. I accepted a pet sitting yesterday. Let me back up. Let's not get too close to the flowers. So my radius, I have a 10-mile radius on my app, which means I'm only supposed to receive things within 10 miles from where I live. So I got something last night for a pet sitting, and I was like, oh, cool, I can do that. By the time I was accepted for it, I look at the details, and it's in Dallas. And if you follow me, you should know I'm in Fort Worth, East Fort Worth. I'm in East Fort Worth, and Dallas shouldn't be popping up for me. So I had to communicate with the pet parent. To cancel it for me. I feel bad because, it was kind of a last minute thing for them, and they needed someone this morning, but I'm like, I can't go to Dallas. That's not in my zone. So anyways, luckily I was able to get a dog walk in this morning with this beautiful baby. Big, beautiful baby. But another issue popped up. There's always communication issues with this app. It freezes up and it glitches really, really badly. And so I like to communicate with the pet parents ahead of time, just in case there's something I need to know, because I don't like really going around people's houses, without them being there. So I like to know exactly where I'm going and what I'm doing, so I can be efficient and, respect their privacy. And so I message the parent anything I need to know, and they message back. And I could see the notification, like at the top of my phone screen, like a little preview of the message. But when I opened it up, what you sniffing, girl? It must be something good down there. So when I opened up the app, the message was not there. The message was blank. I saw my message that I sent her, but I didn't see the return message. And so, girl, you drooling. Were you drooling before? Got to keep an eye on your dogs when they're out sniffing and making sure they're not eating, but that's what I talked about yesterday. Anyways, so I'm trying to, time for some poop bags. We won't show that. Part. So anyways, I finally was able to get back to the pet parent. Dang, girl, you stepping on the poop. Oh, Lord, girl. Do you realize I gotta go search for this poop because she do. And she kicked it away. My goodness, girl. I mean, you did that with emphasis. Anyways, that's an ongoing issue with the app. The messaging does not always work. And eventually, I was able to send a message out to the pet parent to say, hey, could you send that information again? Where to find the leash? That's what I was asking. Girl, you ain't kicked it all the way. Okay, here's some of it. Here's some. And the rest you didn't kicked all the way over in the garden. Goodness gracious. What you kick so hard for? You left not a trace of evidence, except for what I got. Oh, here's a piece. Hold on, girl. Okay. as I was saying, the glitches on the app are very common where they freeze up. And so that's one of the main reasons why I'm slowly, not fast enough, but I'm slowly getting off the WAG app. So I've been on it since like March or April, early this spring. And whenever I experience an issue with the app, I send it as a feedback because there's like a little feedback option. Or I think I've even emailed them a couple of times through support or help or whatnot. But I told them about the freezing messages, sometimes the app itself will freeze in the middle of a walk. Oh, somebody's coming on this side. Let's let that little doggy go over there. Sometimes people will matter of fact, we're gonna go the whole other way. It's a little dog, but that dog looks really excitable. Lost my train of thought. It's a little wiener dog too, so cute. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Good morning. Let's keep going this way, Dilly. See? I can tell. Little wiener dog. But anyways, whenever I have an issue with the app, I always send it to them. And shoot, it's been 6 months. What did I say? March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, 7 months. And I do see that let's not get into flowers. I do see that they've made some changes like to the app, so I know that they're still doing development, but it's a lot of basic stuff that makes the app not fun. Not fun to use at all. Ooh, hey baby girl, there's a lot of bees over there. Let's walk this way so you don't get stung on the nose. Ooh, it's a lot of bees. A lot of bees. Come. Come on. Yeah. We're going to stop and smell the roses, but we're going to leave those bees alone, too. Come. Anyhow. So, a word of encouragement and a word of caution for future dog walkers wanting to use the WAG app. There are issues with it. It's not always going to go smooth. You have to be diligent with it. And give yourself enough time to arrive. Get yourself enough time to get your dog settled and everything. Don't think you're gonna be able to arrive on time. You got boo boo again? Oh, just a little tinkle. Okay. For the future wall whackers, don't think you're gonna be able to arrive just on time. Press the start button and then get it done, because there's just so many issues with the app that sometimes you end up taking longer. But anyway, stay encouraged to all my future dog walkers out there. Stay encouraged to get your dog walking gigs lined up. And then don't, please be respectful. I like that sign. Look at that sign. I am. Come on, Lily. Come. Don't be afraid to get off the app. I know a couple people have suggested Rover to me. To be honest, Rover's kind of the same way. I set up my Rover account before my WAG, and I've never gotten a walk on there, even though I've refreshed it. But be diligent with the app. Send in whatever errors you get and glitches you get and problems you get. And yeah, don't be afraid to get off the app, which is what I'm slowly doing, because I don't like relying on a piece of technology that's not reliable. It makes me look bad. It makes me look like I'm not doing the job. I say that because there was an issue one time where, so I live in East Fort Worth. One time I got a call all the way up in Keller. It was either Keller or South Lake. And I think it was multiple dogs. I typically don't work up that far, but business was slow and I was really wanting to get some walks in. So it was a gated community. Where you going, girl? It was a gated community. And so you had to get a code to get through the first gate to get inside the community. But then the owner had like a code or something on their gate to actually get into the home, like in their driveway. And the directions on the app to get access to the dog said, go to the garage and get the dogs off the kennel. What you doing down there? And so I got inside the community fine, but I could not figure out how to get access to the house. And so I'm messaging the owner. How do I get in? I'm here. How do you get past your gate? You know, your wrought iron gate. And they had cameras like at the front door. And I'm waving and showing myself. I even had the app open and holding it up to the camera so they could see, like, I'm your wag walker, I'm here. And I was there for like over an hour. But about 45 minutes into me waiting there and trying to communicate with the owners, they canceled because they didn't think I had showed up. And there was nothing I could do about it. Somebody else eventually showed up behind me. And I don't know if they got in or not. I was so frustrated that I ended up leaving. But I left a note in the people's mailbox like, hey, my name is Kenya. I was your wag walker. I was here on time. I was here for your dogs. Please look on your cameras to see that I was here. I'm sorry, but I couldn't figure out how to get inside, get access to your home. There was no box. There was no code, like keypad. There was nothing like that. So I just wasn't able to get in. And I felt so bad because the whole time I could hear the dogs inside. Good morning. Huh? Oh, she is, but she's not mine. Thank you. Oh, let me see your paw. Hold on. Come. Let me see. Thank you. The whole time I can hear the dogs inside barking. They're like, they can tell that I'm out there. And I don't know if they were in a kennel or free, but I couldn't walk the dogs because I couldn't get inside the house because the app wasn't working because it was freezing. And so, let's not go into the street. Let's step here. And so that is why I don't like walking on the WAG app. Too many glitches and the customer service. Like if I was to have an issue right now, there's only one phone number and it's only to be used for emergencies. Like if this little dog gets loose or hurt or, inclement weather, something weird happening, something unplanned. So there's an emergency number. And I've called that number before for, I guess, a non-emergency. And they kind of scolded me about it, like, girl, how you keep getting your paw? Come. Let me get your paws in. There we go. Point being, it's very poor customer service. You cannot talk to anyone. You can only send in like an AI assisted chat or an email. And the emails are usually answered within 24 hours. So that wasn't helpful for me in that situation. Just like it wasn't helpful for last night's situation when I I accepted the pet sitting for last night. As soon as I saw that it was in Dallas, I communicated with the pet parents right away. I said, oh my goodness, I'm in Fort Worth, you're in Dallas. You weren't supposed to pop up for me. Can you please cancel the job? I'm not going to be able to make it. I didn't hear from the pet parents until this morning. I sent it like two or three messages. I attempted to cancel it and it wouldn't let me cancel. That is some really thick grass. Man, I got to get my yard together. I got to get my grass game up. But I attempted to cancel last night's pet sitting through the app 3 times. I hit the cancellation button, which is frowned upon. They're like, please don't cancel unless it's an emergency. Is this an emergency? And I pushed yeah, because I wasn't going to be able to make it. And I want to make sure that pet parent is not leaving their pet at home alone, thinking someone's going to be there. So I did 3 attempts to cancel that cancel that sitting. And it didn't go through. Every time I refreshed the app, it looked like I was still scheduled to go sit with that animal. So eventually, like I said, the pet parent this morning reached out to me and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Don't worry about it. I canceled it," and they canceled it on their end. But what if they weren't able to do that? That pet would be there, and I would not be there, and there's just much to be desired for the WAG app. Anyhow, I guess I didn't mean to come on here and vent, but I want to give a balanced view of the WAG app, because there's a lot of videos on how to use it, how much people made money from it, things like that, all positive, good stuff. But it has its advantages because it does get you your foot in the door as far as being a dog walker, get you familiar with the process of how to take care of animals in your care. I like the fact that there's like a ooh, baby girl, let's come around this way. All that noise and landscaping stuff. Let's go back around the other way, okay? They got all that dust and grass flying everywhere, and probably to hurt your ears too. Anyways, so yeah, I just wanted to put a balanced view of the WAG app, my experiences with it. I mean, I'm using it now, right? I'm using it now. I'm enjoying my morning walk with my little friend here. And I had minimal issues other than not being able to see the messages that were being sent to me. But yeah, two main reasons why I'm striking out on my own to be my own dog walker. One, I can rely on myself and I can communicate directly with pet parents without anything glitching or freezing up on me. Two, the money that I earn is mine, and it's not like a big... Ooh. Good morning. Two, the money that I earn is mine, not it's like a 60-40 cut with the WAG app. They take 40%, and whatever's left over I still have to pay taxes on, so that's not very conducive to me. Are you gonna pee again? Girl, get off that grass. Come. Ah. I know she got to do what she got to do, but I feel like she's destroying their grass. Anyways, do what you got to do to get started with your dog walking. Be mindful. Send in feedback. Hopefully, if enough people will send in feedback, they'll fix the glitches and fix the issues and make it better, user-friendly. Come. I heard that too. And yeah, don't be afraid to strike it on your own like I'm doing right now to get your own business, which is very slow coming. There's lots of dogs in my area, but trying to connect with the pet parents who need pet sitting and pet walking is been trial and error. You need a little bit of, I feel like, marketing background or business background to know how to actually get business. I got my flyers made up this week. I need to find different places to put them, which has been frustrating because there's not many community boards around town. No. No, ma'am. Come. Okay. Some technical difficulties because she was jumping on something she wasn't supposed to be jumping on. Come. Hey, girl. Yeah, I see that little doggy over there. We're going to let him pass, okay? Come on over here. Whoop. Come right here in the shade. Here we go. We're going to go in the shade. Well, we let our friend pass. We're going to let our friend pass. We got a sniffer. They're sniffing over there. Sniffity, sniffing. Okay, now they're gone. Okay, now we can keep going our way. Actually, we got to go back that way. So we're gonna let our doggy friend pass for about a half a house away, and then we'll go after them. So we got some room. Anyways, help me get off the WAG app. Hire me. That should be the title of this live stream. Help me get off the WAG app. Hire me for a dog walker and pet sitter. Technology is great when it works. When it doesn't work, it's a headache. Anyways, it's a beautiful day out in the neighborhood. I thank you for watching. Oh no, ma'am. We're gonna let him keep going. Pretty girl, pretty girl. Let's give him some space. Oh, you're so pretty. Pretty girl, pretty girl. Let's give him some space. Okay, they went around the corner now. Anyways, let me wrap this up. Yeah. For future walkers, the WAG app is kind of whack. But let me not bite the hand that feeds me, even if it is a small portion. I'm going to be hopefully live streaming again later on today. There's a pet fest going on in Trophy Club that I'm going to try to get out there too. Oh, yeah. So, and tune back in a little bit, maybe in about an hour or so. It's already started. It's like from 9 to 12. So, what we doing? What we eating? Oh, that's probably where the other dog was going. You're hot on the trail. I can tell. She smells that other dog. I'm signing off. Let me get this dog back home. Check in to the channel again later. I'll be over at the Pet Fest showing what celebrations they got for our furry friends over there. See y'all later.